right, I have an update for you on the story I reported on back in 2023. A TCU student was shot and killed for no reason in Fort Worth's West 7th Street. There has been a sentencing for this killer. Let's check it out.
The parents of a murdered TCU student confronted his killer in court. It was emotional as they described how his random act of violence cut a life short. The man charged with shooting and killing a TCU student in 2023 pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 60 years in prison. I'm Clarice Tinsley. Investigators say the attack outside of a bar in Fort Worth was seemingly random. Fox 4's Deanna England joins us with more from today's hearing. Deanna.
Hi there, Clarice. Well, today's sentencing proceeding represents a family finding justice and the collective will to move forward after the murder of their loved one. Matthew Purdy entered the courtroom in handcuffs, his face void of expression, his hair quite longer than at the time of his arrest in 2023. He is moments away from sentencing. It was September 1st of that year when Purdy admitted he randomly selected.
He does look a lot different. Wonder who's playing with that hair in jail.
Then shot and killed Wes Smith, a TCU college junior, a well-known athlete and student who was out late with friends in Fort Worth's West 7th Street Entertainment District.
You physically murdered and executed Wes, but you emotionally and psychologically murdered thousands of other people, including probably everyone in this courtroom. No one is safe in your presence. You're a threat to everyone in this courtroom. You're a threat to everyone in this city.
Smith, at the time, had stepped outside of a bar to hail a ride home for two female friends.
I believe my son Wes died as a hero that day. He was trying to help two women, doing what I had encouraged him to do, take care of people, particularly as a man, take care of young women. And in doing that, you executed him.
Purdy, in a move avoiding a trial, pleaded guilty and is sentenced to 60 years in prison for murdering Smith. The 21-year-old victim's parents spoke to Purdy directly.
And I keep my thoughts on Wes and God's promises. And you, honestly, I try not to think about, and I leave you with God for his will to be done.
Smith's murder sparked widespread reaction across the TCU campus and the city of Fort Worth and his hometown near Memphis, Tennessee. His killing, along with numerous other acts of violence in the West 7th Bar District, has prompted changes to municipal.
Yeah, there have been some incidents, a lot of incidents over in West 7th Street. I mean, it's not the most dangerous place in the world, obviously, but there has been an uptick in violence. I've done news reports like this one here. There have been other instances where people have been shot or been stabbed or whatever, fights going on. And the local businesses are trying to do something about this. And the police are as well, because it's a nice area. So West 7th is a nice part of Fort Worth. A lot of bars there, a lot of restaurants. And I used to go there a lot when I was much younger, but it's been a long time. Let's keep going.
Laws and overall tighter security measures.
You didn't know Wes. You've never met him. But in that moment, you made a devastating, senseless, evil choice. You decided that you mattered more than he did.
And for Smith's many relatives, friends, supporters, and even strangers who offered the family condolences, they now move forward in his memory.
We feel like it gives the family some peace to put this part behind them and to hopefully start to grieve. We think it also assures the safety of our community away from him.
Yeah.
Now, Purdy was also sentenced on 8 other felony charges, including pistol whipping a young woman following the shooting that night. The sentences will run concurrently.
I want to play the original news report from that. He pistol whipped a woman. And he said he would have shot more people. Scary stuff, but he deserves to be far away from society, locked away. For 60 years, he'll likely die in there or be a very, 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 very old man. whenever he gets out. Hopefully he won't ever see the light of day again.
Junior at TCU was the victim of an apparent random and shocking act of violence in Fort Worth's entertainment district. Happened early this morning outside a bar in Fort Worth's West 7th District. Police say the suspect admitted he shot Wes Smith 3 times, killing him, and the suspect said he would have shot more people had he not run out of ammunition. Police caught the suspect shortly after the shooting, still armed. Fox 4's Amelia Jones spoke with someone close to the victim.
I just don't understand what the point of this was. It's crazy.
And his family. She's live at Fort Worth Police Headquarters. Amelia.
Steve, 21-year-old Matthew Purdy, the suspect in this case, police say he was out on probation on a charge for aggravated robbery when police say he shot TCU student Wes Smith.
It was a somber day for the Texas Christian University community. One of its students, Wes Smith, a junior finance major, was shot and killed seemingly at random outside of a Fort Worth bar. Fort Worth police say just after 1 Friday morning, 21-year-old Matthew Purdy walked up to Smith, said a few brief words, then shot him 3 times. Once in the stomach, once in the shoulder, and then when Smith was down, police say Purdy shot him in the back.
Man.
In the back of the head. Police say during a confession, Purdy told detectives he shot Smith the 3rd time to, quote, make sure he was dead.
For
I was
what?
truly shocked by violence for a young man who cared so much for everyone.
Timothy Gibson is the head of school for St. George's Independent School in Memphis, Tennessee. Smith graduated from the school in 2021.
Wes was a varsity football player. He played varsity basketball. He played varsity lacrosse. He was a team captain. He was student body president, and he was our prefect of athletics.
Smith also briefly played football for TCU as a walk-on his freshman year.
Wes was a student known by everyone and respected by all.
After the shooting, police say Purdy hit another person with his gun. Police say Purdy later admitted if he still had ammunition, he would have shot that person too. Once in custody, officers searched Purdy but missed the gun still in his pants. He was caught in the back of the police car with the gun in his hands. Police say he tried to throw it out of the squad car.
And I think that's what hurts the most. The world lost.
That's crazy to think. He could have done a lot more damage that night. If he had more bullets, he would have shot other people. How many people was this guy going to kill? What? I don't understand the motive behind this. This story still bothers me because it was just so random and it was just senseless. You know, things like this, I mean, it hits close to home because you know where these places are. You know that people go out there and they have a good time. And then just, bam, a nut job can come up there and do wild stuff like this.
A good person, and we need good people now more than ever.
As for Wes Smith's family, they're asking for space to grieve. Gibson told me St. George's plans to do something to honor Smith in the coming weeks.
Police say Purdy told detectives that he asked if Smith knew his father, who was assaulted in the past near the bar. But other than that, police say Purdy did not give a clear reason why he shot Smith. Purdy is currently being held at the Tarrant County Jail on a $500,000.
Forgot about that part, that his father was involved in an incident near that bar. So we don't know, maybe he was seeking revenge on somebody, or something happened to his dad over there and he wanted to take action no matter who he saw. We don't know. Could have been racially motivated, but hey, I'm glad this guy's behind bars. I would like to see life behind bars, but we got 60 years and hey, I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully he dies in prison. But all right, guys, I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. Well, don't like this video. It's very tragic, but subscribe. Don't hit the down button either, though. Thank you. Take care.